Hello everybody and welcome to the first battle of the Lord of the Rings Divide and Conquer. This is a mod for, well, it's an expansion for the Third Age Total War mod for the Lord of the Rings. For Medieval 2 Total War. And we can see the Dwarves of Ered Luin ready up for the battle against the forces of Angmar. So we got quite some heavy infantry and shock troops here. First row is entirely spears and pikes, followed by swords and axes, two-handed weapons, and also a couple of archers. The Dwarves are waiting as the Angmar forces move forward. We have some heavy infantry here, forces of Rudar, together with snow trolls as well, which may cause quite some damage on the Dwarves. Some heavy infantry pikes here, some more. A lot of pikes and two-handed weapons from the Angmar forces, as you can see. Here's the Angmar forces captain's unit right here. Guardians of Kharndoom. Quite some archers as well. Some more heavy two-handed infantry and more Guardians of Kharndoom. Some light infantry as well, which may get killed, but they may distract the Dwarves as they are with quite a lot of them. 251 in each unit. So, as you can see right now, the Angmar forces are getting closer. They're getting close enough, maybe for the Dwarves to start shooting their bows. Although they have short bows, so might be a bit tricky. They're still waiting right now. Oh, here we go. They are loading the bows. They are loading, and they're about. Oh, there we go. The first shots are fired on the heavy infantry with two-handed axes of the Angmar forces. They took some casualties, not too many. This angered the orcs, and they're now charging towards the Dwarves. Also, wolf infantry, light cavalry, light cavalry, and wolves charging for the pikes. Oh, this might be a dangerous charge. This might be a dangerous charge. Some wolves already died because of the pikes of the dwarves. Let's see, what are the dwarf units doing? Seems like the dwarf archers are going for higher ground, which make them vulnerable to get attacked from behind. So, Horn of Angmar has been sounded. They're breaching in for the attack. Oh, the trolls are charging for the archers. The trolls are charging for the archers. We're still slowly walking up the way on the hill, trying not to lose that many men. Meantime, the first line of dwarves is still holding against all the orcs and evil men. Whilst they're getting shot by the archers from the back line, so seems like the wolves are retreating. They're already broken. Enough forces have been killed of them. Oh, it seems like the dwarves also get quite some arrows on them, which may be dangerous as their own units are in front of them. So we got the dwarf captains here. These are the Ered Luin nobles with their leader. So dwarf kept them all the way in the back. Thought they'll break through the dwarves' defenses to get there. We'll see. Seems like ooh, yeah. These dwarf archers are taking heavy casualties. The trolls still with all 12 of them. So seems like we might. Oh, look! Lots of arrows! Lots of arrows flying on towards the dwarves. The dwarf and orc hunters, who have throwing axes, and they as well throw them at the heavy infantry here. Heavy infantry, the orc halberdiers are getting shot by both arrows and getting thrown axes at their heads. But they're charging in on the pikemen, which they probably will win. But of course, there's an entire line of other dwarf infantry behind them. So Right here we have the Witch Realm Marauders, together with the Guardians of Khandoom, fighting against bronze guards, armed with heavy poleaxes, heavy armor as well. And here it's just Pike versus Pike, so it's gonna be interesting. The orcs here on the left flank, it seems like they decide to go behind and right next to the pikes, and they're now charging for the infantry of the with the orc hunters, who, as we've just seen, have throwing axes, which they are not using right now. Still quite some orcs here, and oh, actually these are Rudar archers firing at the dwarves, which may be tricky as they might hit their own troops from the back. But they are orcs and evil men, so they don't really care that much for making own casualties, it seems. Meantime, it seems like the dwarves decide to send some reinforcement to the archers. Right now, we can also hear some wolves here who have breached through the lines, but there are only 2 of them left. So they weren't too much, they're just running for their lives right now. See some of the dwarf archers taking aim right here. Also having their axes out as they just were in combat as the orc walks just walk through them. Captain's unit still waiting. So you can see the palisade the archers set up before the battle.
The enemy force remains.
As you can hear, only half the enemy forces remain. So half of the Angmar forces are down. Right now it's 20% of the dwarves got killed and 53 of the Angmar forces got killed. Dwarves are fighting back heavily against the heavy infantry as well, so this might be a bit tricky. Seems like we got another infantry unit here. Scorch Raiders. Who are down to 21. 16 right now. 15. Taking heavy casualties. And they are fleeing the battlefield as well. Seems like the orcs might push through here. Not quite sure. The left flank to the rear of the center. And the orcs... the trolls are now fighting against the heavy infantry units of the dwarves.
Our men are winning the battle.
Seems like one troll is down. There he is. One troll is down. And he also got reinforcements of pikemen. The archers are once again trying to get up the hill as their previous unit did. Trying to make the difference in the battlefield there. Meantime, dwarves are still... fighting heavily. It seems like the Angmar bodyguards with the captain right here is retreating as they might lose. Oh, it seems like, oh yeah, a lot of enemies units are broken, all fleeing the battlefield right now. That's beautiful. The dwarves are getting back in line, back in position, getting ready for whatever will come next.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Whilst the Rudar archers are still firing their bows at all the remaining dwarves. See some heavy infantry here. All the way in the back. Just making sure that nothing will come through. Which seems highly unlikely as most troops are now trying to flee the battlefield. Only the enemy's captain is still alive right now. The unit is still fighting. And also, let's see, what are the trolls? Are the trolls down? No, the trolls are still here. Seems like there is 2 trolls left. With our pickaxes. Both have pickaxes, just trying to bash their way through the...
The enemy general has no honor. Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army. Okay,
so as you can see, the dwarves captured the enemy general. Now, without an enemy leader, the Angmar forces are fleeing in terror, currently running the field away. Yeah, they find Esperis back. And they march once again. Medium infantry trying to make the difference in this battle against the heavy infantry of Ered Luin, the Blue Mountains. What will they do? They are charging. They are charging for the dwarves. The dwarves are waiting with a nice shield wall, kind of. A spear wall, more likely. Just slowly walking, and they're broken. Seems like they, once they get closer, they got a good view of... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, heavy infantry. Angmar bodyguards are charging in. They are charging in. This was once the Angmar's leader troops, I believe. And they're charging in. They're charging in for the pikes. They're charging in for the pikes. Pikes, of course, who are still with 103 against 22. Might lose some units, but overall... Oh, they're already down 1 and the dwarves already lost 2 units. So this might be interesting. Once again, their troops are broken. They're fleeing the field again. Got some more... Right, here we got some archers. Just shooting the bows. Emptying their quiver on these pikemen of Rudor. These 10 archers right here are what remains of the unit that got attacked by the trolls at first. You can see Rudor is taking quite some heavy losses here. But the dwarves as well are getting shot at by the Rudor archers. Who are over here. So still quite a lot of the of evil men left. Most of the orcs fled the field or trying to leave the battlefield as they are cowardly. Archers trying to move out of the way of the pikes, but seems like they got trapped by them. And now facing them face to face. Cut out their axes.
Very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
As you can see on the map, most of the orcs are trying to flee the field right now, while the dwarves didn't lose that many. They're down to 30% of their units got killed in the battle, which isn't well. Which is quite a lot, but not that much. But you know, when you consider that 75% of the orcs are down, it seems to be all right. And of course, they keep on running as the dwarf archers keep on firing their bows. Oh, it seems like they're... Oh, heavy infantry just charged into the archers, which may be their doom. Maybe not. The dwarves won't soon send reinforcements. They may be done for. Meantime, the archers of the evil men seem to have run out of arrows.
After them. Cut the cowards down.
And now charged into the pike wall, but they're already down to quite some men and are now as well leaving the field. Oh, and the dwarves have decided to use flaming arrows right now, shooting down whatever remains of the Rudolph forces. Seems like a lot of the enemy forces, well, most of them are broken. Ones that remain are now just trying to flee the battlefield. Still some Rudolph pikemen over here. The archers seem to be going for them, whilst the heavy infantry units of the dwarves, as you can see, heavy losses on both sides. More of the Angmar forces right now, whilst still holding the line. So got some fierce battle went on here. One dwarf got shot there.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
now the dwarves,
victory will be ours.
Archers got into close combat with the pikemen, who are still trying to flee the battlefield, but they can't run that fast, seeing as they are wearing heavy spears, lances, pikes, whatever you want to call them. And they once again are as well running the battlefield. So it seems to be rather certain that the dwarves won this battle. A lot of enemy's troops, I mean, look at this. Most of them are not even down to, you know, half of the half of the normal force where they started with, the number of units. And we're already fleeing the battlefield, so really cowardly of Angmar. So I think it's rather certain that the Dwarves won this battle with ease. Although they lost 31%, but against 79%, it seems to be a rather okay-ish battle. Alright, so it seems like that was the first battle of or Divide and Conquer series. First battle report. So thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you guys next time, in which we'll see what the damage the elves can do. So that's something to look forward to. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys. We'll see each other in the next episode. So take care, everybody. Bye!